Protections.
You guys are fucking canceled.
And welcome to the Cancel Show. I am Lupe Chavez with.
You didn't want me to say 6-8. All right, let me go down the list of names. Today is 6-8. Mr. Never Late, always on time. Mr. 817, Manny, and hanging out with the 682.
Anyways. So today we have a very special guest. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, my name is Mexican Barbie.
Yay.
Mexican Barbie, okay.
Yes.
All right, so you probably look familiar to some people because you've done a lot of things. You've been in a lot of videos, a lot of photo shoots. Where would people recognize you from?
I think more from modeling, but then I did used to be a host for Southern Vibe Radio, where I would interview a lot of artists and stuff, and then I will host events as well.
Nice. What artists have you worked with in the past?
Local or like well known.
Well known. Let's start with the good ones. Let's get with the good ones.
So I've been in a music video that had featured Little Flip. So Little Flip was in the music video. Cap G, E.T. Garza, Mr. Lucci, and I don't know if I'm leaving one of them out, but Tum Tum.
Okay.
I was Tum Tum's main model for his music video, and then Just in Case was actually the artist, and he had featured E.T. Garza in it. So
That's dope.
It's nice.
and from the city, Little Gas, yeah, I don't know them in memory.
It goes on. Long list.
Little Gas. I will have to look at my phone.
She's like, I gotta look at it. She's done so many.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
and I will have to look on my phone to see all the artists that I worked with. But I've done a lot for local artists here in Dallas, Texas.
That's dope. Shout out to Lil Cass. He's one of the homies.
Yeah.
So you being a woman in the industry
Hmm.
that kind of just looks at you as a sex object. I don't want to say it that way, but like how do you feel about that?
When it comes to the business,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I always bring my husband with me. So I really don't get hit on like people think I will. You know what I mean? When it's very professional, I think I have a good image where they know I'm a boss lady, and that's where it's gonna stay. So they probably in their heads they probably do, but to tell me up front, not really. I don't get that.
Oh well, they see him there. He
Yeah.
looking pretty serious.
No,
so,
he's all timid guy. He's like,
Yeah, so
I wouldn't even say hi. I don't even know. Nope.
and but with the models, it's opposite. The models would tell me, girl, we'll do a music video, and then she'll be like, man, one of the guys tried to hit on me. They were all up in my DMs, and I'm like, oh. But I think I don't get that just because they know I'm married and I'm strictly business. And I don't know, people say I have a mean face, like, so I guess they'd be intimidated, like, I shouldn't come at her that way. She'll probably go off on me.
Like you just mean mugging everybody for no reason.
Well, they said that my face looks very intimidated, maybe scared.
You got an intimidating aura.
I wish I had that. I gotta I always smile for no reason. I got like a friendly ass face. I can't look tough if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But-
So.
He really can't. He's like very approachable.
Yeah, I just like,
Yeah.
So, what is like you've done a lot of music videos, of course.
Hmm.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite, I would say Tum Tum because he's a legend here in Dallas, Texas, repping my
Definitely is.
city. So to me, I was very flattered to be the main model and only model and stuff, especially for a legend. But to be able to be in a music video that had Little Flip in it was a goal. Because my goal is to actually be in a music video for like a big celebrity that's popping at the time. You know what I mean? But I love that I accomplished my goal of being in music videos with some legends. from Dallas and Houston. So I I like that.
Yeah.
They definitely did that. Lil Flip is a legend, no doubt, in
Mhm.
Texas. Well, in general, he did his thing a while back ago, and he's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Lil Flip has not stopped. He's still making music. So how was your interaction with Lil Flip? Like, how can you describe Lil Flip?
He's outgoing person, and he's all about respect, and he told me that he doesn't call people homies and stuff like that. If he calls you fam, that means he sees you as fam. He did a song with my son when he was 13. So, you know, I met him through one of my friends, Robin, her boyfriend, and Little Flipper cousins
Okay.
and stuff like that. He's been to one of my birthday parties. He came out, and I think we celebrated at a strip club years ago. He came out and showed love, popped up at my party and stuff, and then did that feature with my son.
Damn, at 13, you had a feature from Lil Flip. That must have been interesting as hell.
And Lucky Luciano was actually like 5 artists. It was Big Boy. I'm pretty sure y'all heard of Big Boy. He's with what is it, Big Boss?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
With them, and Lucky Luciano was in it, and some artist named Swift. So it was like for a positive movement. It was a positive song.
That's dope. That's dope.
Nice.
So you're a mom,
Yes.
a wife. You have so many things. How do you keep it all together?
Try to balance it out. Like when I do stuff, I do it on my days that are off, and try to do stuff when I'm not at work, and not try to get overbooked because it could be very overwhelming.
Well, I'm sure it can.
Yes.
Just trying to get you here was like, hey, let's do it this day. No, I got something this day. How about this day?
Yes.
I mean, we don't usually film that day, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do it.
Thank you.
So no, but yeah, it's thank you for coming. I'm sorry we were late.
I'm pretty sure he went to
Oh.
sleep, right? And y'all came late because he
Mhm.
was asleep.
It was bad traffic.
Yeah, it was really bad traffic, but I hate Dallas traffic.
No, it was
yo,
horrible.
yo estaba como, estos se durmieron, se olvidaron.
No, and he was on me because we were supposed to be there on time. I told you.
Mm.
I'm like, bro, but there's traffic. Like,
Fly over these fucking cars.
we were trying to fly in, but he goes, and then the way you drive slow.
He drives like a grandma.
I drive the limit. That's what I was trying to.
Thank you. That's me too.
That's
So
like,
I guess he's calling
I'm trying
me
to
a
live.
grandma.
No, he thinks he's Fast and the Furious.
No,
He's
it's not.
getting out of-
All right, this is the man holding the steering wheel like this. Like I say, he drives like a grandma because he really does.
That's it.
He's squinting his eyes.
Trying to stay awake. He goes, "Are you snoring?" I'm like, "No."
I gotta be thankful whenever he drives that I make it here every time.
It's because it happens. A couple of times I fell asleep while
Yeah.
driving, but I don't know.
Fucking car's going this way, and I'm like,
So, back to you though. So
Okay.
you say you've done voiceover work?
Yes, I done voiceover. Voiceover works for a lot of producers, DJs. I done a tag for West OG. I done a tag for Yelly Beezy's manager's son. That's
Yeah.
a producer. I done a tag for artists as well for their songs. Like me and Little Gus, I just did a tag for a song that he's about to drop.
Oh,
So I'm in the introduction
Right.
of it, and I tried to do it. Oh, Two Code, which is my uncle. I'm pretty sure y'all heard of Two Code.
"Oh yeah,
He's a DJ. Two Code.
yeah."
Yeah, so I done some for him. So I done some for DJs, like I said, DJs, artists, producers, online radio. So if an
That's
online radio
nice.
wanted me to say a tag, I'll say it. And Rockstar, I
Yeah.
done one for him as well.
no way.
And they play it at the clubs and stuff.
Is there a certain voice you have to have when you're doing voiceover, or like
Give us a sample of one of your voiceovers.
You are now listening to your favorite DJ, Two Code in the Mix.
oh,
And
Okay.
then I
Oh.
could do one where it's where I did you are no, okay, let me see. That was for a DJ. One that I did for West OG was like West OG made it. And if they want something seductive, I could do something seductive as well. Like the one that I just did for Little Gas is a sexual song.
Yeah.
So he has me in the introduction where I'm just saying, Daddy, answer your phone. Te extraño. Call me back.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it just depends what the
That's
client wants and stuff. But my goal when I started doing voiceovers was to do it national wide. So I
Right.
done some for artists in Washington, Chicago.
Yeah.
So my goal again is just to hit every state.
Like, how do you even get into that? Like, how do you get into doing voiceovers? Like, how do people reach you to do voiceovers?
Well, how I got into it was is a long time story how that came. Can I talk about it? When I was younger, I used to do phone sex.
Oh,
So that's where the sexy
Oh,
voice
okay, yeah.
came. So that was played out. I'm married and stuff, so I can't do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I still wanted to use my voice. You know, everybody tells me that I do switch it up and it's very seductive and I could change it where it's very professional. It just depends. I could even do a character if they wanted me to do a character or for commercial and stuff because I started modeling when I was 16. So when I started modeling, I didn't even know there was voice models because that's what they call it in the modeling industry. So they taught us how to do commercial voice and stuff like that. And that's when I was like, okay, there's money in this, you know, to do that. So I didn't even know that when I was a little girl. You know, when they do the voiceovers for the cartoons, those were
Yeah.
actually voiceovers of each person that plays the character of the dog or whatever cartoon movie it is. But my goal is to do that. But that's a little bit more complicated because, you know, that's if they pick you to do a voiceover for a cartoon.
Yeah.
But there is opportunities, especially in this what is it? It's called The Voice. And I know there you could put your stuff in there and actually get people to hire you. There's voiceovers that's get paid up to 1,000.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's
even
something
more,
that I'm looking
depending.
into, trying to find opportunities in that website.
this is crazy. I've never thought about that.
I've actually tried it once, but my little ass couldn't read right. So it was for a Mexican restaurant cuisine,
Mhm.
but I kept saying cool. I couldn't. What does it say again? So but I can't. I couldn't read.
And they also have somewhere you could just read a book or just translate something at a website or
Yeah,
read a scripture for a website and stuff like
that's
that.
really cool. I know about that one.
Hmm.
I know. Here in Arlington, I think they have Is it Arlington? It's one of the animation ones. It's one of the big ones, I think. They're always looking for voice actors and all that.
Well, you better give me that info.
Yeah, definitely. It's what is it? Because but would you be interested to do anime and all that? Like,
Yeah, whatever gets me booked and paid, you know, I'm there.
yeah,
You're like, as long as it pays and the money's right,
Yeah.
and it's an opportunity.
When I first started, I did do some stuff for exposure to get me out there. So, you know, so I had did some producers that were well known tags just to get my name out there that I do tags. And then other artists started recognizing me that I did a tag. They're like, hey, can you do a tag for me? You know, and I'm like, okay, well, let's do it.
that's awesome.
That's dope. I wonder if I have a voice to do.
I told him he has a voice. I don't. I have a creepy voice, but I feel like he has.
Yeah, it
He
sounds
does have
like-
a radio
uh-huh.
voice. Like,
Mhm.
what's that homeless guy that had a badass voice?
I don't know.
You seen it, right? Where he was homeless at first, but they gave him $1 and he had like a badass voice. Magic, you know? No,
No.
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
it's an old video. I mean, it's like an old clip where he was just like he was homeless and he had a badass voice and like the guy, was discovered after that. Like I think through YouTube or something. He uploaded the video and I forgot who picked him up, but he was doing voices for the one of the basketball teams and they bought him a house, bought him a car. He's no longer homeless. Inspiring story. I mean,
Yeah.
not that I'm homeless, no, but
Already though.
I'm pretty much there.
And that's what I tell some of the models. I try to tell them that when they're in this model industry, there's more to modeling. You know, there's, if they have the voice, they could do voice modeling, which is just called voiceovers. But there's a lot of opportunities for models
Mm.
out there than just modeling.
I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to make money in anything if you really
Hmm.
put your mind to it. Like you can make money off of fucking anything at all. People make money just off of eating in front of a fucking camera. Kids make money off of playing with toys in front of a fucking
Mhm.
camera. Like if you really put some effort into it, you can make money off of anything.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of models that are barely starting don't have a lot of knowledge because they don't know that whenever it's not just coming out on a music video or modeling for a car show, you could actually, like what I taught them, I have pictures, you know, and a lot of times they don't know that artists could pay you for your pictures for their front of their album, you know.
Mm.
You could get paid by doing promo for artists. Hey, I need you to do a little sexy video jamming to my song. And they don't know that. They think it's just, okay, just a music video. So I try to show them different platforms of making money in the modeling industry, which is stuff that I just mentioned.
That's cool. That's cool. I wish I was a girl, man. I'd be making so much money.
I'm telling you, I would be rich by now, bro.
And I'd be so rich. But I'd be a whore too. So
Slip yourself.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, I'd be such a slut. But anyways, I'd be that OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
That'd be me. So you obviously got to work with a lot of different type of people. Have you ever booked somebody to work with you, like a model, and they just don't show up, or?
So I have had bad experience as a model booking agent. So I had models where they would be late. And I always try to tell them, look, I have an image and I want to keep it that way.
Yeah, Manuel. She has an image. All right. She wants to keep it that way.
But tell her. I mean,
So I would tell
Who's gonna be
models
the
like,
boss,
hey,
really?
don't come late and please don't sleep with the artists. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to represent Dallas as the modeling booking agent. I didn't want them to say, oh, don't book Dallas Finest modeling booking agent because all the models are sluts. Or they, you know, I want an image where they're like, hey, she has the baddies. They're the baddies.
It's
And
business.
Yeah.
You
they're
know?
strictly professional. I had an opportunity where they approached me to, hey man, I need 5 girls to come out. I do not remember that big artist's name. He was having a concert here in Dallas, and they were like, yeah, and I think what they wanted was actually groupies.
oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, we're about business and we only do paying gigs.
Right.
Oh well, that's a big opportunity. This artist is big and this and this and that. And I say I understand that, but if you want professional models and to keep it that way, and actually he kind of got me confused because he said he did want it that. He was like, I don't really want groupies because, you know, they take any opportunity to make money off of the artist, you know, and make something big and put them out there or whatever happened. And then I was like, okay, well, we're professional, but we're not going to be groupies. You know what I mean? So yeah, we didn't do it after all and stuff. And even the models were like, well, if we're not getting paid, we're not going. And I feel like a lot of artists come to us sideways and be like, hey, it's for exposure. But I just feel that I build up my name
Yeah.
already with hosting events, doing tags for people, and people know me, you know what I mean? And I
Right.
just feel that I'm not going to be doing anything for free for no music video. Sometimes they're like, oh, well, he's a big name and that's gonna put you out there. And to be honest with you, that's a lie.
Yeah.
I have worked with, I've done comedy skits before with comedians that are well known and have a good following. Just because they have a big following, they feel that it's a benefit for me. And it's not, because I don't get a lot of requests after they post
Yeah.
to me, and they feel that that's what's gonna happen, and
Right.
it doesn't. I've been in again, music videos with well-known artists, and I haven't got a lot of requests. So I just think that that's overrated, that people think that just because it's somebody big that's a big opportunity, and it's not.
Yeah.
To me, it's not. I notice it's not.
I actually heard that at the beginning when I first started. You hear
Mhm.
that a lot. Just do it for the exposure, or oh, you know, people are
Mhm.
gonna look at this,
They're
or
gonna follow you. You're gonna have more opportunities after that.
yeah.
I just did promo for Boosie's movie, where's MJ, and Boosie didn't post it on his story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
That's it.
And that's what I try to tell people when they come at me like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. If I'm not getting paid, I'm good.
Right.
I mean, but you already put in your work. You already done
hmm
what you needed to do to get to where you're at. So there's no reason
Yeah.
for you to do it for free anymore. You know.
And to be honest with you, I'm not about followers, because I'm very picky on who follows me, and the platforms that I follow is producers, videographers, anything that pertains to what I do.
Right.
I don't follow random persons and stuff because I have a job. Everybody has an 8 to 5 job. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I have to be very careful who follows me and stuff like that. Because anybody could try to jeopardize your job
Right.
because what you do on the side. So I keep it very professional when on my social media, and not let anybody from work follow me, and try to be as careful of what I do post.
I was just scrolling through your Instagram right now, and I seen the Grinch
Mm-hmm.
thing that you had going on.
Yeah.
So he dresses up as the Grinch, and
Mhm.
y'all go to parties and do all that.
That must be fun.
And there was times that he had gigs and stuff, and girls would be flirtatious and humping all up on him and
All
stuff.
right. Oh no.
I'd be
He's
like,
like, nah, bro, shush.
yeah, but like I explained to him, I'm not gonna get mad. That's part of what comes in with that, as long as it's not disrespectful, where they're like really touchy. It's the Grinch. They're gonna want to act a fool with a Grinch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then it's just with modeling. I know whenever I do a music video, I'm not fixing to be all up on a guy or whatever. I do have restrictions on what I do.
Right.
So okay, well, that's good though that y'all have a relationship like that. Y'all can both work with each other, and he lets you do your thing, and you have your boundaries. So
I was actually hyping him up whenever the girls started to try to, get all up on him.
I seen that video right now. I was scrolling
I was
through
like,
there.
Hey,
get it, girl. Yeah.
And he was the one that looked scared. He was like,
hey,
he's got to make sure it's all right.
He's all like,
hey, the whole time he's looking at you like, hey.
And then I had I think West G was at that event, and Louis the Great, and then they were all like having that face. Is he about to get in trouble? I'm like, dude, I'm hyping him up.
All right.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Hey, he just stood there like this with his hands up, like, all right, girl, do your thing. I don't blame bro. I would have did the same thing.
So you said you have other characters también, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Is that for kids parties, right?
Yeah, for kids party. We barely started, so our goal is to even add we're working on doing a photo booth. So like that, if they get us in the package, you get the characters, and then you can rent out the photo booth and stuff like that. So we want to do it big, where we offer more, so it could be packages. Hey, get the photo booth, get the character, get the table rental. Yeah.
Make it all of one. I mean, but that's actually really good though, because a lot of people are looking for all in one,
Yeah, and with my son, we are utilizing him to practice as the behind the scenes. So, we've been having him do the videography.
Yeah.
So if he does decide to get into it, then we'll provide that service with the package as well.
Nice. But you gotta watch out with kids, because those punks sometimes will prepare they'll I had a homie that dresses up as the Ninja Turtles, and I would go with him to the parties, and the kids would yank his what's that, shell, or
you should have seen him with the Grinch. All the kids were like, "Come here, Grinch!" And
they were trying to jump for you.
Let's go steal the toys. Yeah, so
were you annoyed a little bit? You were just like, making off me one more.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. You guys have more patience than me. Me, one little fuckers. Oh, do you see that little one?
And believe it or not, he had a bigger line than us. So it was for Canales Furniture Christmas Toy Drive with Swift Car Club.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Swift. And So the princes had their lines so people could line up and take pictures with us. Then you had Santa Claus, and then you had Grinch. To me, his line was bigger than ours. I was like, damn, okay, Grinch, we see you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody wants to be the Grinch.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But it was a nice event and stuff. We do offer, we haven't had the opportunity yet. Oh, well, we haven't had it presented to us, but we do free virtuals for kids that are sick in the hospital. So if it's their birthday or something, we want to do a live video wishing them happy birthday, dress as the character and stuff. Yeah.
Is that a lot of restrictions? Because I know me and my buddy were trying to go as Batman and Robin one year. We were trying to go for 6 kids, but I think there's a lot of restrictions, right? Or are there a lot of paperwork that you got to fill out or something like
So
that?
that's what we do. We just offer, like, if we know anybody that knows knows that their kid is sick or whatever, and they want to do that for their kid,
Yeah.
we offer it. But there is restriction. I have a friend that works at Children's Hospital with the cancer patients, and I would tell her to try to get us in, and she said it's very difficult to even do that, even if it's a volunteer, because we were going to do a volunteer for free, for the kids. You already have their parents with all these cost and bills, so we thought that would be something nice to do for free, just to bring a smile in their face.
Yeah, that's what sucks, that you try to do something good and they're like, no.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. I mean, I know we were trying to do donations,
Mm-hmm.
but they were like, nah, you can't do that either. I'm like, oh, well, what the hell can we do then? But I still, I still want to do that. If anybody knows, please let us know, because I would still want to do something for kids like that.
Yeah, because this year we're thinking about doing a toy drive.
Okay.
We still haven't figured it out yet, but I mean, we're gonna try to do something this year.
We're gonna do it right. Last time I did a charity event for kids, I ended up drunk. So
That's why you say you're gonna do it right.
No drinking this time.
But it's pretty cool because, like, the ones that we did from Uncle U Dog's Toy Drive and Standout Nation, the kids like to see that. They're like, oh, look at Grinch, look at the princess. Hey, I even had moms that were like, go take picture with the princess. No, Mom, they're girls. Still, they're pretty. Go take pictures with them. And we did it for a school. So for the school we did, it's called Literacy Night.
Mm-hmm.
And they had setups in different rooms. So our setup was to read the character book to the kids. So we read Cinderella and Belle. Nice. And they were just passing by and they're like, oh my God, light princesses. So to be honest with you, it was more pictures than reading the book, because that's mainly all they wanted to do was just take pictures with us.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it was pretty dope. The principal was happy. He was like, oh, thank you for doing that. I was like, no problem.
How'd you come up with all this stuff? Like,
So with the characters idea, it came out because modeling, to be honest, you can have some good days. As a booking agent, I have good days when they book me as a model and they book, let's say one time they booked me and they booked 3 other models.
Right.
So I get a cut for artists whenever they reach out to me. They're like, hey, Mary Lee, I need 4 models at last minute. And basically I go based on their budget. Okay, what's your budget? I reach out to models. Hey, this artist liked your picture. They want you in their music video, but this is their budget. So whatever model is willing to pick up and work with the budget of the artist, then they get them like that. Right. I charge the artist a booking fee because I have to find you models based on your budget, based on your time, based on your location and everything. So that's what I get. I empower women because I don't get a cut off the models. Whatever hourly rate they get, that's that.
Right.
And then I just get my booking fee for finding them the models for them.
Oh, no.
And what I noticed was, again, you can have good days and you can have bad days. There was one time I made $600 in 2 days.
Oh, wow.
And there's times where a month I can only get booked twice. There's times that in months I don't get booked at all. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I told him, I said, we got to think about a hustle that's going to get us booked all the time. So I was like, characters,
Yeah.
I be Belle, because I was trying to find out what character blended with me. And I'm like, okay, I look a little bit more like Belle, And I put the wig on, so I don't think I'll go with black hair. And then the model, Liz, she has blonde hair. And when I seen her dressed up like Cinderella, I said, "Damn, bitch, you look like Cinderella. We did good with you."
Yeah, this will work. This will work.
And then I started having other models like, "Hey, if you need me to dress up like this," I said, "Well, I'm barely starting, so I have to purchase the wigs. I have
Right.
to purchase the dress, and it's very pricey." So I was like, "So baby steps. Once I get them,
Yeah.
then we'll go from there."
When you just got him, your husband involved, man. You was like, you know what? You're the Grinch. Is
Yeah. Actually, he did good. The whole month of December, he got booked and he made good money.
Were you on board from the beginning though? Were you like, or were you just like, nah, I'm not doing this?
At first, he didn't believe in it. I was like, "I bet you this is gonna make money." And then when he saw the money, he was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, here's
Something
my
to this?
credit card.
Yeah.
What else you gotta buy?"
What else we got to get? Hey, once he seen it working, he's like, all right, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
in. Let's go.
But
right?
I told him that I want to do more of the mascots. You know, the ones you put the big I guess the big head and
Yeah.
stuff, like Mickey Mouse, Minnie.
Oh yeah.
We want to get Elmo. Oh, for Easter, he's gonna be the Easter Bunny. And
It's one tall rabbit.
so yeah, we just have more characters that we're looking into getting and stuff like that, and then just continue to get booked. I'm very good with getting booked. So like I even told my son, he was like, "Mom, I want to start doing ski masks and designing them," you know.
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay." The dad bought the supply, the ski masks. Already have the, what is it, the cricket or whatever that machine is,
Yeah.
to make the stuff. And then I was like, "Okay, well, don't." And he goes, "How am I sell them? You don't worry about that. I
Yeah.
got you." You know what I mean? My 8 to 5 job, I work in retail for 19 years. So I know a lot of people in the retail where I work at. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't worry about that. I'll get people to buy your mask and stuff. I'll jump on it." So
You guys are all hustlers out here, man. I mean, I like it. It's all family.
that's what I like too. I was like, I hope my kids pick up my hustling and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And they do. Even my little boy, he was like, "What hustling am I gonna pick?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Well, you could start designing your own clothes," because before I was doing shirts and stuff, but then it's a
Yeah.
lot of work, all that peeling and stuff. It's
It's
kind of
time-consuming.
annoying, you know.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
masks are more simple because this little logo here, like the one I got made from him, says Barbie and it's a pink ski mask.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Do you
So I
have
was
any
like,
of
"That's
this?
simple, okay," and you know, not a lot of
Right.
hard work. So I told my little boy, "You want to do business?" I said, "I still got the shirts for little kids. All you got to do is do kids designs and sell them."
Oh.
And then when was it, Friday? He was like, "Mom, I think I want to be a chip dealer or candy dealer." I said, "All right, just don't get caught at school."
Yeah, my son got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was,
They threatened to kick him out.
For real? So how old
Yeah.
is he?
He's 13 now, so
Oh, mine's 11. And he did tell me, he goes, "Mom, this kid just got caught. The one I told you made $12 and just selling those candies. So now I really want to sell the chips." And then I was like, "All right, but if you get caught, just act like I didn't know nothing. And when they call me, I'm
You
like,
didn't know
oh, I'm so
nothing, huh?"
sorry. I didn't know. I'll get with it."
I did the same thing. They called me. They're like, "Hey, we need to talk to you about your son." I'm like, "Oh shit, what did he do?" And they had him in the office, and like, "What did you do?" He's like, "They caught me, Dad." I'm like, "They caught you doing what?" He's like, "Selling chips." And I was like, "Y'all made me come up here for this? I can't just send them home with a note or something?" They're like, "Well, this is the 4th time we've
Mhm.
caught him. If this happens again, we're gonna kick him out." I'm like,
Oh,
damn.
so haters. Hating
Hi.
on
I know. Like, they
hustlers.
can kick you out. I didn't know that.
I'm like, "Hey, stop taking the big amounts. Take little amounts, you know?"
Mhm. Well, my son started with Airheads, but I was so upset. I was like, "Look, you can make," I think I had 30 inside. I said, "Sell 2 for $1, no sé qué." I said, "You can make $20 off this whole box." And I'm like, "Hey, where's your money?" He's like, "Man, I traded it in for a Pokemon card." I said, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Yeah, it was a lot of them though." So he thought he made a,
good investment.
yeah.
Hey, it's gonna pay off in the future.
Yeah. So I
And
was
those
like,
cards are worth a lot of money.
I mean, there are worth a lot of money
yeah,
now.
they're worth a stupid
and I would
amount.
bribe him. I said, "Well, if you don't help me clean today, I'm gonna tell Dad about."
Uh,
He's like, "Okay, Mom, I'll help you clean."
he knows now. Just
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Everybody has a hustle spirit in this family, I see. That's good. That's good.
You should have
It,
like,
it keeps everybody motivated to
Yeah.
want to do more.
you guys
Yeah.
should have like a TV show. I would watch it. That would be badass. Have you guys looked into that already? Or?
I am trying to with my little one because he's a little bit more active. You know how on Instagram where they do I guess the recordings of something and then you just react it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we done some like that, and I plan to do an Instagram where it's just me and him reacting skits. I had got him one involved where it says, "So you got a girl's number?" And he's like, "Yeah," or something like that.
Yeah.
So I want to do a page just for that because I feel like if I add all that to my page, I
gotta
want
keep it separate.
kind of separate it. Yeah.
You got to keep all that separate.
hmm
You don't want to mix it all together. And this way you have more avenues to go with regardless.
I like that I want to separate it, but at the same time, I'm like, so like that they could see everything I do. Because I also do decorations for like gifts, for like baby showers, birthdays, and all that stuff. So I was like, damn, I have to do a page for that separately too. And I was like, that's going to be a lot of accounts to try to
keep track of.
manage. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I try to keep track of my account, the cancel show, and then I'm just like, I don't even mess with my account no more. It's just the cancel show one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't even mess with anything else. So with everything that you do and everything you got going on, how do you like what am I trying to say? With everything that you do, how do you keep it all together? How do you keep it all under wraps to make sure that you don't double book something, that you don't, send him here when he's got to be over here with you?
Well, I try to, like I said, not overbook because before I will overbook and then he'll get overwhelmed. He's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me we had this going on," and I'm like, "Oops, I thought I did." You know what I mean? So there's been times, but most of the time I should try to do it separated because not only is he my Uber driver, he's my manager slash bodyguard. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes I try not to do too much to not overwhelm him as well. And then to be honest with you, I pay
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
husband. The gigs that I do give him a percentage because this is one thing that models don't understand. And that's why moving forward, I will start getting a percentage from models. They got to understand that time is money.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? Without that gig I got you, you wouldn't have got that money.
Right.
And I had issues with models that I cut off. There's 3 models that I had cut off. And right now I'm good with the ones I have and I want to continue like that. But I just feel like, I do take time out of my time. I still got, like you said, I'm a mom.
Right.
I work, and I'm over here constantly getting y'all booked. You know what I mean? And I had a model say, well, I should charge you because they're coming to you because for us. I said, girl, ain't nobody even knew who you were. You know what I mean? I'm advertising you. Yeah, they come to me for models, but not specifically for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they didn't even know you existed.
You
And-
just offer her.
And I had a lot of models get up there because of me. Nobody even knew who they were. You know what I mean? And that's why, I'm like, whatever. So that's why I cut them loose and I let the models know that I work with now. Like, hey, this is how it works. And if you don't like it, I had a model get mad because I get a cut from the artist. Well, not a cut. I get a booking fee for the artist.
Yep.
And I had a model say, oh, so you pimping us? Because I only charged the artist $30 at that time. So she goes, you're pimping us for $30. How am I pimping you if you got your 150 and I charge the artist $30 to find him models? How am I pimping you for $30? And she said, is that what we're worth? And I was like, what? Girl, calm down. You only been booked once. I'm sorry that artists don't like your look.
Right.
And some artists would feel like, I'm not fixing to pay her 150. She ain't all that. And and some models do think because they got their bodies done and this and that they need to get paid 150.
Right.
But a lot of other booking agents that I work with, which is Scupa, shout out to Scupa, and they know that a lot of artists want to book for your experience. You know what I mean? Who you worked with. And a lot of models that barely start, oh, I charge 200. girl, who you work for?
Yeah.
You know, like you barely did some moves and they already
Yeah.
want that. And that's what a lot of artists be like, who is she? Like, who she's done work with? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, she said 200. Oh, no, I don't want her then. You know, and then some be like, she don't even got a stripper body. And I'm like, well, she say she got a big butt. So he goes, well, that ain't even all
Like,
that.
it ain't big enough.
I'm still stuck on what is a stripper body?
Coca-Cola body, you know?
Oh.
Abigail.
But yeah.
Who?
We had a stripper on the show before named Abigail.
No comment. No comment.
More or less.
Huh?
And I'm just like, okay, well,
I don't think that's a stripper body.
I mean, that's what it's becoming now.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are into that.
Mhm.
Good for them.
Mhm.
I like them thick. I don't like it outrageously thick. You know?
Mhm.
Am I making sense here? I just want it thick enough. I don't want it like overdone. And that's
Yeah.
what a lot of girls are going to now. A lot of girls are getting the BBLs. A lot of girls that got BBLs are reducing them because it's too big, you know,
And that's why I had like artists like say, I don't care if she got her body done, like she ain't even all that. I have artists that be like, I'll show them the models, then they pick whoever they want to pick.
Right.
And then the ones that are willing to be in their budget. And then they'll be like, hey, I want her. And I let them know because I got all for them. So they want big booty ones, I got the big booty ones. They want pretty face, I got pretty face.
Right.
They want little gangster cholas, I got that. And the ones that know how to shake their ass, I give them that. The stripper ones, I give them that.
Yeah.
So then there's one that they're like, they just want a nice body. I'm like, look, but they don't have experience. They barely haven't been out there. So one time an artist, he booked this model and I was like, okay, that's what you want. That's what you get. But she don't have experience. And he goes, man, bro, she hardly wasn't vibing with my song. I'm like, that's what you wanted. You know what I mean? So don't get mad.
Yeah.
I told you. And that's why I let them know, okay, look, this one knows how to shake her ass real good. This one's this one that. This one that's the seductive face. You know, like Little Cos, when he had hit me up, he's like, Barbie, man, I need a model and I need her to have a real, real pretty face and this and that. Sent him 3. And he was like, all right, I'm going to pick her. So they have their options and stuff. So they can't be mad.
So you basically, they call you, they're like, hey, I need 3 models. You send them, hey, this is what I got.
No, I ask them for their budget first. And then I reach out to the models that are willing to work with that budget.
Okay.
And then he picks who he wants to pick because they still got to pick out of the ones that said yes, which one is their best look for their music video. But shout out to Little Cos. He's booked through me plenty of times and still continues to book models.
So all the
me.
girls that are in his music videos are usually your girls?
Yeah,
No.
now, but before, no. Like now, I know he did Hottie.
Mm-hmm.
He had got the stripper Erica from me and Blossom. And then he just did a music video. I forgot the name of the song. He has me and Jazz. And then in a music video before that, he had got model List. And then he had got model Leslie for another song that he had got. So yeah,
So how do you choose your models? Like when they're like, do they come to you and then do they got to go through a certain test?
So I reach out to models, like, you know, I see models or whatever that I see in my page or seen videographers posting whatever. I reach out to them. Hey, I'm a booking agent here based in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
I help models get paying gigs. I explain them, hey, I do get a booking fee from the artist and I do not touch your rate. If you're fine with that, I'm willing to be your booking agent. And then they're like, oh, yes, I want to be like you. You know, there's been a lot of models that haven't been in music videos, just been models. They're like, yeah, I want to come out in music videos. You know what I mean? Because a lot of models just do photo shoots and just do car clubs. And they actually want to be in the scene of being in a music video. So they're like, yeah, I had models reach out to me and be like, yeah, whatever, I want to do what you do. I'm motivated to be what you've done.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'll help you and stuff like that. And I just get them booked. There's models that I got them booked more than 5 times and
Oh
stuff
wow.
that made $200 up to 150. So multiple times. There was one, I ain't gonna mention her name, the one I don't talk to no more. But I had got her booked 3 times in 1 week. Well, she was a stripper slash model, and at my homeboy's mansion party, I had got her booked to dance up there. She made $600. Then she got booked for a music video. That was $100. Then she got booked for another music video that week, and that was another $100. So in total for 3 days, she made $800. And she was like, "Man, thank you for giving me this opportunity. You know, I don't only have to rely on dancing now. Now I could rely on doing music videos than having to spend my times at the strip club and stuff like that." So again, I have had opportunities with 3, and that's what I avoid now. And if I see that that model's gonna be an issue, then I don't work with them. That's why I let them know up front, hey, this is how it works. You're good, well, join the team.
Well,
That's good. That's good. So, do you tell the models like, hey, act like you like his music, like like?
even if it sucks.
I mean,
Well,
but you're getting paid to fill a role, so I assume you have to.
well, I tell them, but another thing, they don't do it. That's on them. Like, I've been a manager for 15 years. You could give well, when it comes to job related, an associate all the tools and teach them and train them on everything they need to know to be successful and be able to promote. But if they don't utilize what you tell them, it's useless. So to me, I feel it's the same thing anywhere. Like, you could give anybody the knowledge, anything they need, but if at the end of the day they don't do it, then that's on them. So I just feel that I tell them, but it's up to them if they implement it.
But you do let them know, hey, make it look like you're interested. You got to
dance
vibe with it.
sexy. And there's time that the models will reach out to me and the day of their gig, and they're like, hey, what should I wear? And I'm like, not that. That's like,
True, really.
I'm like, that looks good. That looks good. And they're like, okay, thank you. And I like, remember, don't be shy. Be seductive, look sexy and stuff like that.
See, I told you that's why you haven't been getting gigs.
No, I got to be more seductive and sexy.
That bottle over here.
Te dijo y no hiciste caso, ¿ves?
It's there.
Yeah, so.
All right.
And I also have got guy models booked too.
Oh, do you? Hey, now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't have to go get a 6-pack, though.
If y'all want to book me, reach her.
Unless you want to do a gay scene, because I
What?
have and
No.
you don't have to be fitted.
Wait,
for
how much
that.
does it pay?
How much are we talking about?
What you talking about?
Don't be like that artist. I had reached out to this artist. It was 2 of them. I think one of them is already a bodybuilder, and the other one he's just a regular artist.
Yeah.
But he's like more like a comedian, and he's outgoing. And I'm pretty
Character.
sure he'll fit in that. Like, he'll go with it because he's funny and thinks everything's funny. And so I was like, hey, Swift, I got a music video gig for you. Oh, yeah, what's up? What I got to do? I'm like, you're going to have to act like you're gay. And he's like, what you mean?
Fleming
And they're like, are you going to show my face? I'm like, no, you're going to be wearing masks. And he was like, well, I don't know, dude. How much? And then I told him. And he was like, all right, get me in. I need the money. So I was like, okay,
He's like,
cool.
And I got to wear a mask.
He was like, okay, cool. And I was like, all right. So he goes. And then when we're there, then I guess it was too fun and they were having too much fun. And I was like,
Man, how can you have too much fun?
yeah. So I was like, he was like, bro, you were supposed to pick me up like this, or you should have got me like that. And I'm like,
He got all into the role.
yeah.
Huh?
I was like, okay.
Man, you doing good acting. He goes,
thought.
acting? Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, but they really didn't. It was just one of them was acting like they were playing the piano.
Oh.
And then the bodybuilder was just laying on the piano. So it wasn't.
Yeah, she was
So basically the song that they did was based on that spouses nowadays, you got to be careful. They won't cheat on you with the opposite sex. You know what I mean? So now it's like they're cheating on you with, man to man or woman to woman. So I had to pay the lesbian scene with a girl, and they played the gay scene
Yeah,
of the boys.
the lesbian scene. What? So you had to do the same thing that they were doing, or
Well, us was kind of different. The girl was on top of me.
I bet he
Nah,
liked that.
he was like,
No, estaban todos parados ahí, todos
Do it again.
parados.
Do it again. Take two out again.
And they were all like, recording in the behind the scenes. I'm like, y'all got some? Oh, yeah, we got it.
I got you, baby. He's like, he's over here positioning himself, perfect angles.
Yeah.
This one's for later.
Yeah, and the artist was Ese
Oh, is
Loco.
it?
I have he did a song with Mandy Red.
So in order to be a male I guess model, you need a 6-pack. You said a 6-pack?
Yeah.
Or what do you need to qualify to be under?
I was just kidding, whatever.
Oh, okay. I was just
Well,
like,
it's because, like, to
He's
be
like, I got
honest
some
with
Coronas.
I got.
like, one time they wanted to book him to just be dressed up as because he's been in a music video with me before with Louis the Great. And he was dressed like if he was in a black suit, like if he could have been a bodyguard or.
Hey, shout out to Louis. I saw
Mafioso.
that video clip. It was a fight scene, right?
It's called Herbio or
Was
no?
He showed me something like that, but it was a bunch of black suits or something like that. Well, and this was a while
No, I
back.
know which one you're talking about. It's not
No?
that one.
Oh, okay.
This one's different. I think it's called Eddie. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But no, it was just me and on a model, and he was in there like a little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's the beauty about this because he does have a look like one of the bad guys.
Mhm.
He got that big ass fur coat. He look like he look straight up gangster right there.
And then when he wears the black shades, so that he was wearing the black shades and then
Yeah.
all dressed in black, and they're like, man, he's good for a music video to look like he's about to drop some shit, pick some shit up,
Yeah,
or about
He
to
does,
kill somebody.
that's the beauty of it. Like, you gotta, for acting or for film, you can always have you.
Yeah, I always be
look.
trying to get him for that jacket too. I just went to my madrina's 60th birthday party, and
Yeah.
my godbrother was like, "Say, bro, have they ever tried to get you for that coat?" And he
What
was like,
size is
"No,
it?
why? What's up?"
It's my
Like, ain't
size.
nobody trying.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna offer you his services if you ever need a Buddha booked or
Oh,
the guy that
yeah.
sings that one song Gangnam Style.
Or Barney.
Barney, there you go.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I love you.
And then I could play the role of somebody's dad because I got a lot of gray hairs.
old man.
Or old man, or ex-convict. I got the tattoos to go with it.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
it just depends. Some artists just need like people to play like extras or just do whatever.
Yeah.
Sign us up.
Yeah, I'm down. If you ever
I need to
need
make some extra money and I want to be in a music video.
I won't complain about my percentage, or you can take my percentage. I think managers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
As long
even
as
know.
you don't think I'm pimping you out, like.
No, because back in the day, I think it used
Look,
to be
just
5%.
pimp me out. Just make sure I get a good,
I think it
a
used
good
to
rate.
be, I know it was 5%,
Mhm.
but since everything is inflated, I think it's 10% now. The managers and all that they get. I don't know if that's how it is now. I could be wrong. So
I get 20% from you.
It's
So if you need to get a hold of him, you contact me.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
I'm his
much.
manager.
Manager. Okay.
he's the one that talks to
I
everyone.
handle everything.
Yeah, because
But yeah.
I'm bad with talking. And, if you're like, hey, what time? 9. That's all I would put. Hey, I'm here. Okay. I'm like one of the word. If you ever talk to a person that does like one words, that's me.
It's like
Okay.
when he gets here on the microphone, he talks great, but through text messages, like, okay, yes, no.
Simple.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I got this idea, and I'll send him the idea, and he's like, all right, and I'm like, well, fuck, did you like it?
Or I'll tell but my dumbass is this. Like,
Are y'all related?
He's my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody always thinks we're related.
Mm.
Well, but we've known each other so long that
Man, do we look alike?
No, pueden ser
We look like twins.
primos,
Gemelos?
vecinos. o sea.
no, we've been friends
Fucking forever.
over 20 now.
20 years? No, longer. Maybe,
longer
I don't
than
know.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
we've been friends.
And then I got a sister pregnant, and then
And then, he married my sister and
now he's stuck with me.
my brother-in-law. So it's pretty much just like talking to one person sometimes. But you don't know which
I
one
think
is.
he was just close to you in your friendship just to get with the sister.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He was trying to get closer to me.
I didn't want to ever lose him, so I'm like, oh, you're stuck with me now. I got
Yeah.
your sister.
Right? Don't do it.
5 kids
Y
later, she can't
no
go
se encela
nowhere.
la hermana que siempre está contigo.
You know what? I think she does at times. Because the other day I said something. What did I say? He goes, "Hey, you know, if you ever get divorced, me and him are still hanging out." And because I said, right, like when we got started the show, you know, there's a bunch of beautiful women come through the show. And
Instigator.
if you want to come by, homie, hang out with your boy. But
He's not paying attention. He looks at her. He's like, I'm good.
He's like, no, I was already a 30-minute drive. Hell no.
But I told her, I was just like, man, our friendship, man, is, he's still my boy. I mean, whose fault is it? Yours or mine? So she goes, oh, it's fucked up. You know, I'm like, hey, bro, you're still invited to Thanksgiving dinner. Can you imagine?
Awkward.
Hey, she has a new man already. I'm sitting there just like it ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
But see, that's me though too though. Like I can be in situations like that.
He likes it. Be in awkward situations.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I thrive in those situations. So I have a son that I had when I was way younger, with somebody else, and you know she got married, she moved on, and the first day I met her new dude, I was just like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You doing good? Blah blah. I'm real talkative with people, so I was like, and he was real cool too. So it was like we got along, you know. And she was like, this is fucking weird. I'm like, what? It's called co-parenting, man.
It's just called hate.
You moved on, you did your thing. I moved on, did my thing. He's pretty cool though. I get along with people.
So, what's the furthest did you travel for work?
I would say before Worth, right? Oh, Plano.
Plano?
Yeah, I had a gig with I guess he's from a famous Dubai artist and stuff. And we had a gig over there, and yeah, it was different because it was in English music or Spanish music.
Yeah.
It was whatever they speak. So I was like, still looking cute and shit. I'm like, all right.
So you really had to work into that one.
It was pretty cool though. There was a lot of models there that I got to meet and stuff. So it was cool. And whenever I do meet other models, I try to get them in. But I'm very selective because, to be honest with you, when I first started, I used to be a model manager. Then I turned into just a booking agent. And there's models that will hate on each other. They're like, hey, I'm thinking about telling this girl she wants to join our team. Oh, no, girl, don't get her. She's a hater.
I told you.
Like,
I told him
what?
the industry is just like that.
And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And she was like, yeah, girl, I know her personally. And no, she's all into gossip and this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Like what you're doing right
And
now.
then, no, but you know what it was? She just wanted just to be her, just for me to manage her. Because then when I told her about another model, she told me the same negatives. Oh, no, girl, she's this, she's that, she's that. And I'm like, hold up. I'm old enough. They're young. Because the youngest I had has been 18. And I was like, okay, I'm older. Like, no, they're just acting childish. They just want it to be just about them and stuff. So, again, I cut her off and stuff. And then the group of models that I work with now, we all get along. Sometimes we go out and just have a model dinner or just do stuff where we all just chill and stuff. And we vibe because any bad energy, I'm not with it. Because
you're so cool to me right now. You get to sit with all the models.
You get to see her with all the models.
He be feeling like a pimp, being the only boy with all the girls.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. So we did a photo shoot with King of the Curves. He does excellent photos from all photographers. I could give it to him and his team. I love how the pictures look, and a lot of models travel. Like even OnlyFans chicks, porn stars travel just to take pictures with them because they just have great quality.
I know, I follow.
Oh, and so at that time I think there was a porn star there or some other models, and they were trying to take pictures with him, and he's acting all scared, and I'm like, dude, get closer to her, like grab her, dude, you're embarrassing me. And then he's like, okay, like giving me that eye, like, yeah, that's what you say, cabrona, but wait till we get to the house and porque la tochaste.
So you really want to touch that bitch?
Yeah, you probably did. You hallucinated yourself with her,
right?
huh?
See, I can't be told something like that because I'll go full character. Full character. And then I'll be like, I'll deal with the consequences later.
But to be honest with you, I just feel like if I'm there and I know it's, appropriate and it's not going where you're grabbing her titty or you're grabbing her butt, if
Yeah, all you
it's
gotta say is part of the character.
okay,
Something
and
the
I'm
Grinch would
there
do.
and I'm telling you it's cool, like, you know how many men wish they were right there and be in your situation?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Look,
telling
bro,
you.
I'll volunteer to wear the Grinch suit next time.
Hey, we got 2 Grinches though. We got 2
The
Grinches. So I
Grinches?
was telling, because he was like, "Man, Dad made all that money. Can I dress up as the Grinch and get all the
Ain't
cut?"
nothing wrong with that
Because
shit.
whenever he got paid, he would give him a cut for being behind the scene, and that's why I try to implement, like, time is money, regardless it's family or not.
Mhm.
Time is money, so like, let's show your gratitude as having your time doing the behind the scenes. So he'll
Right.
give him a cut every time, and then that's why he motivated him more to do it. He goes, "Oh, so how many gigs does Dad have? Oh man, so that means I'm gonna have $80."
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what's up, though. That's what I asked.
That's good. That's good. So have y'all got booked yet to steal the Christmas tree out of somebody's house?
Actually, we haven't had nothing because Christmas is over with, but I know little Kaz wanted to do something where he wanted the Grinch to act like he was taking the Christmas tree and stuff.
I'm gonna hire you guys for next Christmas.
Whenever he did get booked, he did some where he was acting like he was packing up the gifts, and there was one where they booked him for a private Grinch thing for a little girl, and they were just taking pictures like he was trying to take her away or kidnap her or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the mom was putting one chongo and then he's putting the other chongo. So
That
it
is
was pretty
crazy.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
And I did one where it was with his family because for Christmas we had them dressed for the Grinch for the kids. So I was like, take a picture where you're holding the kid upside down. So the kid, he literally has him like this, and the kid's upside, his nephew.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys will be perfect for reality show.
Nah, because there's some days that,
No.
boy, I tell you.
But I mean,
That shit
it's-
ain't supposed to be on camera.
I mean, that's like any family. There's good days, you got your bad days, and you got your days where like, you got the mother of the books.
And I liked it when we got booked together, where he got booked for Standout Nation. He went as Grinch, I went as the princess. So we worked together.
Yeah.
And those were pretty cool.
Is it easy to work with her, or is he sometimes she a headache? Like, I can kind of tell. Like, she won't give you the direction. You're just like, okay,
Actually, when we were doing the music video for Tum Tum,
yeah.
he's over here like pulling me to the side. I don't know if he said to shake my butt or I forgot what he told me to do. He was like, move your ass, or I forgot what he said, or you need to move more sexy. And I was like, yo también como él. I was like, well, should I not? So then when he said that, I was like, okay.
Come on, yeah, that's good though.
But now that you said to go, now I feel comfortable. Before I
Yeah.
was like all uptight, like,
you're all no, you're all looking around.
do I not?
Like what this fuck? What'd you say? I'd rather do it than ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
But on my second music video, he did embarrass me. He was for Young Blackster, I think is his name. I don't know if I'm saying his name. He's from Fort Worth.
I know who you're talking.
You know what I'm talking
Young
about?
Blackster? Yeah.
Yeah, and
That sounds familiar.
so there he was like, hey, is it okay if she like rubs his chest and stuff like that and plays with his necklace? And he goes, if it ain't PG-13, homeboy, no, she can't. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, don't embarrass me. I'm like, dude, it's just acting. I was like, if it was the other way around, if you were the rapper and you have models and I'm there, I'm not gonna trip. Like, yeah, honey, just touch him right there because that's how far it gets. Te lo estoy prestando por 15 minutos ahorita, pendeja.
It's all bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't trip because we're working, it's a business, and I'm right there. Otra cosa que no está allí. And then later on, I seen the music video. Oh, she was touching you like that. But if I'm there, come on now.
I don't know. Like,
The man has his rule. He said PG-13, homeboy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was the first one that you had ever did?
No, my second one. My first one was with Big Boy, so that with him was the second one. And then I guess, me getting back to modeling. Because when I met him, I was supposed to go to New York to go get contracted. Like, we were not leaving that fashion show unless we were being contracted by any agent. And it was going to be Target, Walmart, Gucci, Prada. There was going to be a lot of...
yeah.
So we're not walking out that fashion show until we were getting picked. So that's whenever I had met him because my friend had just threw me a goodbye party / birthday party.
Yeah.
And I met him. And then I was like, dude, I got to go to New York. And he was like, yeah, go chase your dreams. And I'm like, no, dude, because if I come back, I'm going to be like, who are you? I don't remember you. And, to be honest, to keep it 100, if you're in that lifestyle and you're with rich folks, big money, you don't know. So I'm 17 at that time or 18. And he kept telling me, chase your dreams. I'm like, no. And then I fell in love, got married, and stuff like that. Yeah, so
it's meant to be. All right.
I haven't modeled for a long time. I modeled whenever I was 16, and then I stopped when I got married. So whenever he got into rapping, I was like, geez, I didn't know rapping industry was that expensive. I didn't know you had to pay for the beat. I didn't know you had to pay to get it mixed and mastered.
Right.
I didn't know that every time he performed, he wanted a fresh outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the cover of the EP, and then what is the distro kit? I didn't know. And I was like, God damn. And I said, I want to help you with your dream, but I'm not trying to go have a part-time job.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, why not do what I always loved to do, model? So that's when I came back into modeling, and I was 30-something. So that's when I told him, hey, to help him, it's going to go to him, So every time I got a paying gig, it went to like getting him his speakers in his studio because he has his own studio at the house.
Right.
And then we got him a desk. We got him a computer. We got him the
So that's
mic
family
to
right
record,
there, man.
the pads for the... What is
sound,
it? Sound, so all that's expensive. And I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, son, are you sure you don't want to pick another something you're interested that doesn't ask for all this shit? And then, so that's what we did. So then I'll get another gig. And then what if I didn't have enough for whatever he needed, then he'll put in the extra or whatever.
Right.
You did. He's trying to say you put in for everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're ATMs. Where else? Yo no tengo sugar daddy ni modo que le voy a preguntar sugar daddy.
Right.
Este es mi sugar daddy, mi papi, mi papacito, mi amorcito.
Everything, bro.
Mi todo. And I was like, my homegirls got sugar daddies where they can go get them. I don't have that. I'm married, so this is my everything.
Yeah.
Babe, Babe, I need this. And he's like, hey, why my credit card's this high? I said, remember when I told you that I needed this and I needed that? And he always tells me, go ahead, go pay for it.
Someone stole the card.
Mentiroso porque me dice eso, me dice. I said, I tell him, I was like, hey, babe, can I get this? I was
he just don't remember.
And then he'll be like, man, go ahead and get it. Don't worry about it. I get paid 3 times because he has 2 jobs. He goes, don't worry about it. I got a free check. So I'm like, okay.
Say less.
See, it'd be like that.
Say less.
My wife makes the shirts and all that, and she's like, hey, I need a new cutter. I'm like, all right, go get it. Then I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's like $300. She's like, that's the new cutter. I'm like,
but you didn't tell me it was $300.
It's $300. She's like, yeah. I'm like, go fucking make some shirts or something. Make me some fucking money back.
Yeah. So and he knew que yo soy cara, so I don't know why he's tripping.
You know what you were getting into, bro.
But to be honest with you, I kind of regret like me being fashion because everywhere I go, like I like to like have nice stuff, and now all of them like to have nice stuff. Even have my little one says, I don't know why you mad. You're the one that made me like this. Yeah. So now if my little boy, he had a Jordan sweater that was gold. So he wanted some shoes that had gold. So for his birthday, I got him some Jordan Air, whatever they are. And they're gold and black. And then he was like, Mom, now I need a gold chain to match with it. So I got him a chain that said 23 for Jordan. Yeah. And then he's like, well, now I need a gold watch so it can match with it. And now I need a hat. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like...
Bougie, okay.
Y peor garro, like he's like very expensive now.
I know. I see that big ass watch.
Right. But I mean, at least everybody's picking up something. I think it's pretty cool that working together. I mean, the only family I got me and him work together.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. Do you want to do acting and all that too?
Nah.
No.
Mm.
I feel like he does sometimes.
I just want to be in a music video.
You want to be in a music
I just
video?
want to be in a music video. I want to be the guy in the background.
Yeah.
Or the guy without a shirt that stand in front. Like,
But yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to do fun shit.
That is fun.
So he should start being a comedian then and do comedy skits
See-
with girls.
And that's what everybody tells me. I don't know if I can do it with girls. I get away with it once or twice.
You know what's funny? I'll be like, "Come on, bro, come, let's just go here. Let's go." You know, I'm the one that'll be like, "She won't find out."
Oh wow, hermano.
I know she's gonna watch this now. Oh, really?
See, I'll be telling them like, "Hey, look, bro, if you ask her in front of me, she's not
We
gonna
look like
say
little
no."
kids.
I'm like, "Look, bro, whenever I want to do something, like, hey, bro, look, just ask me in front of her. She's not gonna say no."
It would be like,
And then she'll ask, he'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna go over here. Is that cool with you?" And she's just looking at me like, "Yeah, that's fine." I'm like, "I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later."
But-
Or she'll call.
Nah, but she's cool though. She just wants to know where I'm going. Her thing with me going out and doing stuff is that don't get too fucked up and don't come home real late. But that's what I end up doing.
That's
Is
exactly.
getting real fucked up and showing up at home like at 5 in the fucking morning.
Well, you say you talk a lot, so I would be probably concerned, be like, oh, he too friendly. He probably
She says that
drawing
I'm too fucking friendly.
conversations and stuff like that. So I'm like,
Like she'll watch the show
Ain't
and
going
I'll say
nowhere.
something and she'll be like, "Why you say it like that?" I'm like, "Damn, I didn't
Yeah.
even realize I said anything
Yeah.
bad."
Like the first time I was in this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the story. The first time we were on the show, we had I don't know who it was, but you know, we went on break. And
Oh yeah, we had a stripper. Oh, we used to do our shows live on
mhm,
Facebook,
mhm.
and we had a stripper come through. And you know, we went on break, but when we go on break, we play some music, you know, from a local artist or something
Mhm,
in the middle of the break. And she's like, "Hey, I need to go to the restroom." I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me show you where it's at."
mhm.
So I got up with her to go to the restroom. You know, I took her to the restroom, came back, you know, one fucking song played. And then, you know, his mom was the one that started. She's like, "Oh yeah, you went to, where did you go with that girl?" I'm like,
yeah,
and then I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Yeah, when y'all were taking a break, where did you go with that girl?" I'm like, "Oh, she had to go to the restroom, so I took her to the restroom." Then I went to the restroom myself.
yeah.
They're like, "Oh, okay." And I was just like,
That started a whole war.
but then everybody was like, "Why didn't he take her?" I'm like, "Oh, she asked me." Like,
And you,
I don't know.
You can
And
see it.
and my girl wasn't saying anything at all.
Mhm.
But then everybody else kept on saying it. She's
Yeah.
like, "So why the fuck did you take her to the restroom?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm just being nice. I'm sorry."
You see, that's why I noticed that a lot of artists have had issues where their girls don't like me. And they're like, they think that I provide girls to the artists, you know, and
Right.
I just provide them as the models, but they think I guess that
Providing other
yeah,
services.
providing
Yeah.
other services to them. I was like, what the heck? Whatever. And there's some artists that are like, they don't go directly to the model. You know how they'll DM the model, hey, you want to be in my music video? They go directly to me so their girls don't trip. They're like, hey, she's a model booking agent. She does it all. I don't even have to be in contact with them or nothing. They just show up
It's
to
a
my
business.
music
It's a
video
business.
and
Yeah.
that's it. She handles it. So I have a lot of them that let me handle everything, like tell them the location, what to wear and everything, so they don't have to be interacting with the model in their DMs because their girls would trip.
Damn.
But
So
I have
go to
had
you for
enemies.
models from now on.
But I do
Yeah.
have a lot of girls that don't like me because they're like, oh, this and that, this and that.
I told you know what I told my sister it's part of the territory
Mhm,
because you're gonna meet people. I mean, even if you're an actor or whatever,
mhm,
it's the industry. You know what I mean? And you're gonna constantly meet people, beautiful people at that,
mhm.
boys and girls. Not that I swing both ways.
But to be
But-
honest, even with my friends that I know that had issues with their girls, I'm like, dudes, y'all could avoid this problem. If y'all know your girls is crazy, take her to your damn music video so she can shut up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I just feel like they're some artists' intentions are to try to holler at the models, and that's why they don't want their significant other being there.
Yeah.
And to me, that's why I'm like, hey, come. I'm having a music video. He'll be
If
right
you got
there.
nothing to hide, of course you be like, hey, come.
You know what I mean? So I even when I used to do the online radio interview artists, hey, I'm interviewing this artist, and he'll wait in the lobby or whatever, and I'm like, because if you don't have nothing to hide, so why you gonna?
But then again, you know, and well, like if your spouse doesn't let you be who you are,
Mhm.
Like if I can't be me and I'm just like blah, I got to be quiet. I can't talk too much, or you know what I mean. It's like no, you lose the sense of who you are. Like if he can't be who he is, and I can't be who I am.
Mhm.
I need him to be funny. I need him to give me that feedback. But because there's a beautiful girl, you can't say, "But no, it doesn't." Like
Mhm.
he needs to tell my sister, "Hey, it's remember there's the camera, the PO that we know on camera, and then outside. This is not the real world we live in. This is entertainment
But
business."
I'm this way regardless.
Yeah, he's an asshole regardless, but still,
Like I'm this exact way no matter what the situation is. But she gets it, and she doesn't. She'll just pick up on things, and she'll be like, "The fuck you mean by that?" And I'm like, "I was just talking."
and don't get me wrong, I pick on her too because like,
Oh no, he'll make it
ooh.
worse too, because he'll be like, "Oh, we got this stripper today," or "Oh, we got this OnlyFans model today." Oh shit. hmm That's what I got to deal with. That's why I said I can't wait till he gets married. Let the motherfucker get married and be like, "Hey, bro, let's go to the strip club."
I'm gonna still go.
I'm gonna take you, and then I'll let you deal with the consequences by yourself.
I don't remember my new buddy with me.
These motherfuckers used to go to my house. I'd be at home asleep, chilling. It'd be like 11 o'clock at night. Show up. Hey, bro, let's go to a party. I'm like, huh? Come on, bro, let's go. I'm like, and I'm looking at his sister like, hey, if you want to go, go. I'm like, I'm
yeah.
going.
But like I said, basically,
Wait till you get married. We'll
We
do the
know each
same
other
shit.
so long that we were younger. He was probably, 18, 19? Or...
So does that mean you'll cover up for him?
Uh,
Ain't nothing to cover up. Ain't nothing
we
to
cut this
cover
part
up.
out of the...
I record the shit myself.
We edited it. So.
I bet you he'll be stuck in a predicament like, damn, do I tell my sister? Do I not? No, we're boys.
You know, that's a good... I think we talked about that once, right? It was like, yeah, I mean...
He full on snitching on me. He full on snitching on me.
I'm like,
Hey,
no,
like
that's...
that movie. What's that movie that just came out? When Nipsey's girl, she just did a movie with this bolillo.
Oh yeah. I know what it's called, and I watched it. I just don't
where
remember
the
the
dad
name.
was trying to set him up
Mhm.
and stuff.
I think so.
Oh, it's a Jonah Hill, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
with Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to set him up like when they went to the strip, and like he acted like he wasn't gonna snitch on him, and he was.
That whole cocaine dealer part. Hey, call your coke man. Well, I don't have a coke man.
But yeah.
But yeah, he'd dime me out. I don't care
I
what he
don't know.
said.
I don't think so.
I mean, I would dime him out.
I would be like, yo, that's your conscience, bro. If you could do that, that's you.
Whatever. I know I'd dime him out. You gonna cheat on my sister? I'm gonna tell her. I'd give him the option though. I'd be like, you sure you want to do that? I'm gonna tell her.
No.
I think he'll be more like, bro, it was a mistake.
Nah, I would be like, yo, that's bro
code.
code. We go back. You can't do that to me.
Nah, snitch on you real quick. But since you're not with my sister, bro, whenever you get married, you can cheat as much as you want.
Yeah. But anyways,
I'll take the fall for you, bro.
yeah.
Just blame me.
Like, best friends. See? So what else you got coming up? Like,
I'm trying to concentrate more on photo shoots than music videos. This is my last year modeling, so I will no longer model no more. I would continue to be a booking agent, but for myself, I don't want to model. I want to concentrate more on the business and stuff. So we have more, like I said, more characters to purchase. We have the photo booth that we want to start, implementing and starting getting that book. Because even if it's not with characters, quinceañeras and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to stay busy once we get the photo booth. So that's mainly my priority with that. And just, I am a volunteer too. I volunteer for my son's school and just for Dallas ISD or any events that the city has. So for an event, I think I have something for his school coming up where they're doing like a talent show.
Oh, okay.
That I'm going to be in it. And then I know for prom, I'm going to be involved in his prom. So we're going to be like basically watching the kids, whatever. But I get to act like I'm in prom again because they're saying that we could dress up in our prom.
Yeah, you're going to be that moment. Hey, you're too close.
I told him, I said, hey, man, you never went to prom. You want to be my date? So yeah, and then me and some of the models plan to donate some of our dresses to some of the students that cannot afford a prom
Right.
dress. So
That's cool, man.
that's what we're gonna be doing. So far that's all that I have right now. But
People would pay to see him as Spider-Man. And he can do the splits. Do the splits, man.
Not goddamn. I need you. No, not today.
wow.
He's always trying to make me do splits every episode. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you slide this time. I've made him do it like 3 times back to back.
Yeah, I did. I did it with Mandy Red because we both did the splits, and then I did it with yesterday with all the guys here. That's sounds a little suspect, right? But
My man,
I
flexible.
love Mandy Red. She's amazing.
oh yeah, she's a great person. Yeah.
Actually, her birthday, I believe it's March 10. Mine's March 11. And then the other model, she's March 5th. And then Olivia, she's March. Oh, that's what I do have coming up. Well, my birthday's in March 11th. So I am having a photo shoot for my birthday this year. I'm not doing a dinner. Usually, he claims I go all out because I'd be like, birthday dinner, then I'll do something else with the model spa, and then I'll do strip club, and then he's like, you do too much for your birthday. So I'm like cutting it down.
He wants the same treatment.
I left on. I'm sorry.
So wait. You get a photo shoot. You get
We go
a
to the
dinner, strip club,
Uh-huh.
and my man's only gets a cake.
You get
Only 2 candles,
You
right?
know what? I ain't fixing to play with him because I always want to do it big for him, but he says no. He's lucky that his birthday's in July, in the summer. I wish my birthday was in the summer. So one time I said, hey, we could do a boat party. I invite some models and guys, and we all chill in the boat.
You should really have a boat party, bro, and invite us this year.
with strippers.
And then he said no. I was actually gonna get
Oh.
the big, what's it called, the one that my friend did for her birthday, Jackie the stripper, the platoon. I don't know, it's that big one that has up and down.
Oh, it has the 2 levels.
Yeah,
It's like real
no.
flat just from the bottom.
And he was like, no, man, that's too much money. I'm like, man, come on, let's just have fun. Your birthday's in.
Maybe he's saying that because he wants you to do it. You know.
And
Hey,
then
just surprise
he
him.
blamed it on Corona because
There
that's
you
when
go.
Corona Burley was kicking in. He was like, no, man, COVID's out there. I don't want to do nothing in summer. And there's too many people. Da, da, da. All right, cool. Then the next year, I was like, hey, let's do strip club. We get a section. Nah, man, that's too much money. I'm like, bro, come on. You know, every time I give ideas, he tells me no. And then one time I said, let's throw a birthday party at my homeboy's mansion and we could do it where it's Hawaii theme. And he said no to that either. And then he get mad why he get a cake. All I could do is get a cake and no.
Look, he just wants you to do something.
Yeah.
So
don't
plan the
ask.
boat, get the models, invite us, and it's a party.
We'll make it about you, bro.
We'll celebrate with you, man.
Hey, mira, pero if we do make it to the 25th, I'm making a big party, so ya están todos invitados.
Ya dijiste.
Mhm.
I'm invited. You cannot invite us no
Ay,
more.
pero vamos a necesitar como padrinos para la botella, padrinos para...
Look, I got like 25 on it. So,
Listen, I'm gonna bring a bottle, but we're all sharing that motherfucker. Just sip and pass. Sip, yeah, there you go. Sip
It's gonna
and
be the
pass.
little shot glasses, not the regular size ones, the little ones.
little ones.
The airplane ones.
That's okay. Get out the party.
But yeah.
Listen to instructions. Sip, pass. So, any tips on people that to last that long, or
I think the main part of it is trusting. Because if you don't trust your spouse, then I think trust issues could really affect it. And, we had our ups and downs, and nobody's perfect. So,
I've gotten that look before, bro.
it is what it is and stuff. And I just feel that
I said the same thing.
I actually think it takes a strong woman to be able to make it, through this, because any woman could be like, oh, that's it, I'm gone or whatever. I feel now with relationships, anything bothers them with their spouse, significant other, and they're like, give up. Oh, you know what? I'm not just gonna put up with that no more. And then they just separate,
what
or
it is.
and then and I just feel like whenever he's mad, I just ignore him. You know what I mean? And I feel that it just depends how we handle the stuff because I know a lot of people they go back and forth. They end up getting
Yeah.
abusive, hit each other and stuff like that. So I just feel like I learn now because before I would go back and forth with him and sometimes I just ignore him or sometimes I just give him his space hasta que se le baje lo enojado or a mí
Yeah.
se me baje lo enojado. And then that's it. And then we act like normal. Hey, babe. Hey.
That's
So,
good though. Yeah.
See me, I'm the opposite way.
mhm.
I want to know that you're okay, so I'm gonna be right there next to you. You doing good now? No. I'm like, how about now?
Or I pass by him and I just look at him ugly, knowing that, I'm still mad at you.
You're like, you ain't shit.
And hey,
And
how
walk
come you're
away.
ignoring my text messages? Because I'm still mad. Let me still be mad.
See, I don't give my girl that chance. I'm just like, what do you want? Let's go buy you something. You hungry? She's pregnant right now, so I bribe her with food.
Oh.
Like, hey, what do you want? You want some
Yeah.
barbecue?
Well,
So you just want to buy me that because I'm mad? I'm like, yeah. Will it make you happy?
Yeah, so we're looking forward for the 25th anniversary, like doing it big and renewing the vows and having a big party. So,
All right. So, anything else you want to do before we finish this interview? Anything else you want to add? Any shout outs you want to give?
no, I just want to shout out to everybody that's been supporting me, all the artists that have reached out to me and book models through me, everybody that has given me the opportunity to be involved in any of their events and stuff. I appreciate that.
Who's that?
And one thing that I did that I was very honored to, I forgot, is to actually be in a flyer with Dope House Records. There was an event that they had did as, the record label. They had came over here and I was in the flyer. I was the host and stuff like that. So that to me was amazing because I love SPM and all the artists from Houston. And I actually have a music video that has Rashid in it, but hasn't been released yet. It has OC the Youngin
Oh, okay, cool.
featured in it with him. So yeah, I just want to appreciate all the Dallas legends that allow me to be in their music video and everybody that's gave me the opportunity, all the models that's still sticking with me and appreciate me getting them booked and stuff. And hopefully, like I said, my goal is to be a main artist like a Bad Bunny, Future, Snoop Dogg, somebody big. Like
Yeah.
that's what we want to do. But I just feel that continuing the networking, being consistent is what has helped me. So that's the key to everything. Be consistent, keep networking, and it can open you a lot of doors because the opportunities I got is because I kept pushing. There's times that I will be networking on my phone for an hour or two, reaching out to different artists. Hey, I'm a model. Hey, I'm a booking agent. Hey, I do this, I do that.
Yeah.
And that's how I got a lot of doors open. So, and shout out to y'all for having me here as
Oh,
well.
thank you.
And it's pretty much it. If anybody wants to follow me, it's at the official Barbie 18 on Instagram and on TikTok.
All right. So yeah, you need models. You want her to be a model. You got a music video. She'll hook you up.
Yes.
You want to hire me as a model? Holla at her. Right, man.
Same for me. You could take my 5%.
Yeah, just don't be tripping about no booking fee because I feel like I said I empower women by not taking a fee from them, but I feel
But
that.
for men, it's a different story. Culeros ya pay me.
But I feel like business is a business now, and it is what it is. Time is money, so I think a small percentage would not hurt them.
Yeah.
And especially if you're doing all the work and talking for them.
And then I just feel that sometimes with the models, I would even the one that said that she thought I was pimping them. I was like, girl, so you want me to continue to get you booked?
Yeah.
So you keep eating. I said, where I'm from, everybody eats. If you eat, I'm eating. I said, from all the gigs that I got you, did you ever offer and said, hey, girl, here's $20.
Damn.
Hey, go get put some gas, go eat your burger, something.
Yeah.
Y'all never did that. I said, so don't go there. So if you're the only one that's trying to eat, then
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I think she got upset because they were trying to hire us for a commercial for a Molveria, but the guy didn't want to pay me my booking fee. So he was like, no, you take them out of their cut. I'm only going to pay them $100. You take your percentage off their $100. I said, that's not what we talked about. You said you were going to pay them, and then you said you were going to get my cut separate. So he goes, oh, I must have forgotten. And then I said, he goes, well, in that case, no, I don't need y'all. So when I told the models, I was like, hey, unfortunately, he didn't want to pay my percentage. So he's not going to contact us no more. And then the model said, well, shit, well, who cares if you don't, basically, who cares you don't get your cut? Shit, I'm still trying to get the money. So to me, I felt that disrespectful because I feel like, no, I want people to respect me, stick to your word. And if you say you're going to give me a cut, you're going to give me a cut. And they still wanted me to still get them the opportunity and screw me. And that's when I explained to them, it doesn't work like that, you know? Because like, again, I spend time trying to find y'all gigs to get booked. And if y'all think I'm going to get rich off $30, then that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just a small fee for a lot of work that they didn't have to do.
Like I'm telling you, there's like I'm constantly, and there's times that they get where an artist will pay them for 2 hours, and then 2 hours they make $200. Out of them $200, the artist only gave me 30. So who's winning, you or me?
Right.
I had a model even say, "Oh, you just jealous. You're jealous because I'm younger and I'm getting booked more." I said, "Girl, if that was the case, I wouldn't be worrying about you getting booked, and I'll be booking my damn self."
Right.
So, but again, there were young models, and that's why I refused to work with anybody that's so young, because at that, they still wanted me to pick them up, and they never offer gas money and drop them off. So I was like, how am I winning? You know what I mean? I'm already, then you get your money, and then you still, the last minute, hey, girl, can you pick me up? I don't have no ride. And I'm like, okay. And I would tell him, look, if they have money, I mean, if they have a ride to go get some, if they have money to go get some weed, why can't they have money for the gigs that I'm getting them? You know what I mean? Todavía quieren que las vaya a levantar
Called
y
Uber
todo.
now.
You know what I mean? So I was like, girl, boom. And they're lucky that I'm old enough. If not, I would already beat their ass. I'm like, oh, they're just, I be thinking about my son because he's about to turn 17. I'm like, oh, they're so young. I'm like, I ain't trying to catch a case. But yeah.
No, but that's true though. It's like, for everything that you do, that's just a small fee. So yeah, pimp me out. Shit. Give me some jobs. I ain't tripping. Take your fee. Get your cut.
Like I said, I'm still an active actor también, so I'm still.
And there's times they get even for acting scenes. Like there's ones where I did an acting scene as attorney. They didn't even pay me to, you know, they'll hire some just to look like a bodyguard, especially at Prophecy Studios. They have some looking like a security guard or whatever. So I did one where I was just a lawyer. I walk in and say, you could dismiss my clients, whatever, and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun. I'd done a little bit of acting. I do want to get more into acting, but again, like right now I'm more focused on what I got going.
Well, that's what I do. I love it.
If it happens, then it happens.
Yeah.
But the little that I've done, I'm satisfied, I guess.
Yeah. Once you get doing more, you get full on into it. Like it's fun being different people with costumes, and you get to meet even more.
And then with the costumes, I feel that my goal is to actually get booked, like with a celebrity. You know, there are celebrities that will book them costume characters for 3 hours.
Yeah. And
that's good money. I know some that charge a lot. I think there's one that I saw charge $175 an hour. And I was like, geez, you know?
You're like, I could do that.
Well, I'm going to go to Church's Village. I already told them in the summer, we're going to Church's Village. We're passing our cards.
All dressed up.
Dice, necesita princesa para su cumpleaños tu niña. Aquí estamos, aquí estamos.
Oh, yeah, that's the best place to do. And see, that's the OG stuff. Like, back in the day, you used to hand out your CDs, right?
Hand out your flyers, your promos for your shows.
So I
everything.
plan to dress up like the princess and the other girl as Cinderella, and then just be passing flyers.
That's gonna be hot for you, bro. If you dress up as Shrek or the other one, was it the Grinch?
Church's Village is a place that I do when I hit to get customers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully one day a big celebrity hits us up, or even a basketball player, anybody with money up here.
Yeah.
Los riquillos, like, I think that'd be good money. My friend booked a Cinderella and Belle
Yeah.
And she said for 3 hours was already $500.
Oh wow.
So I was like, God damn, how much did each
All right.
modelo princesa cobró?
Golly.
So I was
See,
like,
bro?
man, that's
We're in the wrong business, bro.
I'm telling
yeah.
Wrong business.
Who goes to Gremlins?
I mean, we're gonna have to go at something. Tell you, bro, get that Spider-Man suit.
O si no, vas a tener que ser OnlyFans. Ya que.
We're right there. We're like this close. I'm about to make fucking OnlyFans
A mí me
myself.
pegan. Yo no puedo ser ese. Se me pegan. Even though I told him I wanted to do it with him, he still wasn't with it.
He's like, nope. He's like, you do enough already, okay?
Well, one time we were pretending, we're not pretending, just testing the waters and stuff. And he was like, no, the Viagrapher was all up in there. He was like, no, fuck that. Just stop. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I was like, well, duh, yes.
He's got to get the right angle, bro.
So I was like,
you
well,
zoomed all
that's
the
not
way in,
going to
bro.
happen. But I did mention to him, I said, hey, well, the voice, the seductive voice, I could do that. That brings a lot of money. But to be honest with you, back in the days, that brought more money than a stripper because you had clients that were calling and what was it back then? 25 cents a minute. I forgot how much it
I
was.
totally
And
forgot about that. People paid for
y
that.
luego los bolillos would stay on the phone for a long time. Like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, stay on the phone, more hours. And next thing you know, that was a nice check.
Do they still have that?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
And I had got mad at him because,
I just asked.
I had got mad at him because one day back in the days, next thing you know, I seen the T-Mobile bill, like 300 and something. I was like, God damn, why is it so much? This fool had called one of them lines. I was like, dude, why are you calling one of them lines while you have me while I could do it? The fuck?
It's probably down the wrong number.
I was like, why is the bill $300?
Like, what the hell is this 1-800 number?
Yeah.
It's the competitors.
The competition.
They wanted me to switch
They were
over.
trying to compete.
You just
But
gotta
yeah.
call me.
But yeah, I thought that was a good idea because to be honest with you, they don't see your face. They don't know your name. You had a nickname for that and stuff. So, and that's how he met me with the nickname. He's like, where you get that from?
I don't know. What is the nickname? Can we know?
It was Wildcat.
Wildcat.
I remember, this is so crazy. Whenever he was my boyfriend, he would call my phone, right, to talk to me. And my mom was like, and then I told him in Spanish is gata salvaje. So one day he called, he's like, can I talk to Wildcat? And mama like, ¿Con quién? ¿Con quién? Wildcat, ¿qué es eso? And then my mom just hangs up on him. And I said, Mom, ¿quién era? Dije, no sé, alguien dijo que estaba Wildcat. Ma, Wildcat is gata salvaje. Así me llaman a mí. But she didn't know why. She just knew that was my nickname.
You just had a nickname. She didn't know why the nickname was there.
But yeah.
That is funny. Oh.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to the show.
You're welcome.
Remember, need any models? Get with her. She'll hook you up. You want to give them your Instagram one last time before you
The
go?
official Barbie 18 and on TikTok as well.
All right. So you need models? Holla at her. You need us to model? Holla at her. We'll let her pimp us out. Thank you for tuning in. You got anything else?
No, just check us out. Go to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, off.
Every motherfucking place podcasts are found.
What he said.
We're everywhere.
Peace.
Bye.